morning. This is Julie. Welcome back to my channel. I kind of wanted to give you some commentary on my sexual assault story, and what I wanted to say is that me struggling with me not saying anything, I think that just has a lot to do with societal pressures and the way that even just like I said, how I blame myself and I felt like I shouldn't have been there, I should have known better. I trusted this person because I thought this person was my friend, and I thought that, I made myself very clear on what I wanted and what I didn't want. And, and that's something that's come over time for me, realizing that it wasn't my fault and that I should have been able to go over there and not be raped, So, I just want to tell you that, if that has happened to you, if it's happening to you, go to the police. Tell a trusted adult, a trusted friend, so that you can get help, and so that this person doesn't continue to do this. Because, I thought about years later, like, I didn't say anything. And clearly, as I said in my story, like, he thought that was normal, and we had a great time, and he wanted to do it again. And, me not saying anything, and, I don't know where this person is, because like I said, after that day, never ever saw him again. So, me not saying anything, it makes me wonder sometimes, like, does he still do that? Did he assault other people before me and after me? Because clearly in his mind, that was something that was okay for you to do. So, I often wonder, what this, and for a while, like I said, because I was blaming myself, that was part of my blame. Like, what if he does this to somebody else, and I didn't say anything, and he didn't go to jail, so he's still, doing this. So, it's just, it's something that, I guess I kind of carried as a burden for a while. But, I guess that's the only part where I could say that, you put a lot of false guilt on yourself, and you carry this responsibility and this burden, for things that you feel like maybe you should or shouldn't have done. And that's what I mean by societal pressures. Like, where do we get this notion that maybe it was your fault to be raped? Like, where does that come from? It comes a lot from media and from the way that, society tells us a woman is supposed to carry herself, the things she's supposed to do, the things she's not to do. I will say this, I do feel like you should be smart and you should be safe, and know that certain environments can produce certain situations. That's just like, if like, let's just say you have a friend, and they're messy, they talk about people all the time to you. So you should be smart and know that if you tell this person your business, they're going to tell you your business to other people, because that's just kind of what they do. That's in their character, right? So be smart for you just not to tell this person your business, or things that you don't want them to tell someone else, and no, it's not your responsibility to make sure this person is not messy, but being smart and knowing that there are certain people you can and cannot say things to, just because of the things that they do. Now, mind you, like I said, in this situation, like, I had no clue. And what was so crazy is he was never aggressive towards me. Like, you know, like I said, we had kissed before, so like he didn't try to take it any further than that. And you know, like he would he stayed like kind of close to me. So um I did a lot of walking back in those days, like just around. I didn't have a car, so and most of my friends like stayed kind of close to me. And at the time, the city that I grew up in the suburbs of an urban area, you know, we walked all the time. Me and my brothers, me and my friends. It was just something that we always did. And he would often walk me home, you know, to make sure I got home safe. And you know, because he would stop by over my best friend's house. And you know, like I said, that was kind of the hangout spot for a lot of us. So you know, if we were there and I happened to be there late, you know, he would just, you know, okay, I'd be like, well, I gotta go home because I gotta go, you know, school or what have you. And he'd be like, I'll walk you home. And I was like, okay, thanks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just always really nice, and he wasn't aggressive or rude, or he wasn't a mean person. He was very quiet. But have you ever met somebody who has like a strong personality, but they're not loud or aggressive? They're just like, they have a very stoic personality where they're like the strong silent type. Like that's the kind of person he was. He was very funny. And he had younger siblings, you know, that he kind of looked after, you know, watched after them. Not that he had to, but like he cared about his siblings. So, you know, and when I first met him, he lived up the street from my best friend, and then they end up moving into another neighborhood there. So like I said, I'd known him for a while, and I had no clue. He never gave me an indication. Now, mind you, because my mom was really strict, I did not spend a lot of time around him. So I don't know, you know, I wonder sometimes like, well, maybe if I had seen him like around more, I don't know. I don't want to make it seem like I didn't spend no time around him, but I'm just saying like, most of the situations we were in, we were always around other people. Like, you know, we were always at my best friend's house with other people around. Even like, I think the only alone time we ever spent together, like I said, was when he would walk me home. But like, we had gone out to eat and to the movies, like I said, one time. And but like I said, but that night I did kind of get a weird vibe. Like, I didn't know what he was trying to do, but I just kind of felt like he was, I don't know, doing something weird. And that's the only way I could describe it. But you know, I just, it's not your, you know, in those interactions, it's like, you know, I didn't feel like I couldn't trust him. And you know, and I shouldn't have no reason to, you know, like, if someone is your friend and you trust them, and you shouldn't have to worry about someone assaulting you or a family member assaulting you. You know, just like I said with my grandfather, like even him, he was telling me, I'm sorry, I just thought you were ready. Like, these kind of situations, like, they're crazy. Something is wrong with these people and they need help, you know. And it's not something you could fix. It's not something you did wrong. You should carry no responsibility for it at all, you know. So today, I just want you to be free. I want you to be free from guilt. I want you to be free from shame, you know, from being broken from that, because it did all of those things to me. It broke me. I became a very angry person after that. You know, and if you're in that space today where you're angry, you have every right to be angry. But what are you going to do with that anger? So it's not healthy for you. It has no productive value in your life, has no positive value in your life. And I do believe that it was meant to do that. Any attack on you, whether it's sexual or verbal or physical, any of these types of situations, I believe that they're specifically brought upon you to break you, you know. And I just want you to know that there's freedom today and that you don't have to carry that with you, because what I didn't want to do was continue to allow myself to be raped over and over and over, you know, in my mind, you know, and thinking about the situation and going, you know, just feeling that way all the time was so heavy. So I just want you to know that there is freedom, and you can go to my video about reframing your mind, your thoughts, so that you can have freedom today. And if you feel like no one cares, know that I do, and please go get help. Talk to someone, let somebody know that you're hurting and that someone has hurt you, no matter who it is. You know, because there are other avenues. You can reach out to the police on your own, to CPS as a child. You can also reach out to them and call them. I just want you to be free today. Go out and be a good person today and try to make someone smile.